Now, it's been 18 days since intermittent power cuts became a daily occurrence across the island. The lives of Sri Lankans who depend on small and medium-scale businesses suffered the biggest blow of the power outages.
Newsfirst toured various parts of the island today, looking into the impact the scheduled power cuts have caused at a ground level.
I'm currently in Colombo Fort. People in this area are experiencing difficulties due to the intermittent power cuts. In addition to that, several areas in Colombo and surroundings are experiencing water cuts as well. People are continuing to be burdened. I'm Martin Satyanesan for Newsfirst.
With the breakdown of the traffic signalling light due to the power outages, even travelling along these roads have become dangerous. It's been 2.5 hours. They said that the power will be back in half an hour. I went to get a CV. Can you go to an interview without a CV? We apply colour on jewellery. We need power to do this. We are here doing nothing from morning.
අපේ බිස්නස් වල දැන් ගොඩාක් අඩු වෙලා තියෙන කස්ටමර්ස්ලා ආවට ඒව ගන්න කරන්න මේ විදුලිය නැති හින්දා තෝර ගන්න කරන්න හරි අමාරුයි ඒක නිසා අපේ අලෙවේ ගොඩක් දැන් පහතට වැටිලා තියෙනවා.
We can't just close down because there is no power. People don't buy this because they are not cold. We are suffering the same way every day. Did the government do everything to provide relief to the people? The power that was cut off at 5 in the evening was restored only at 11 p.m. It is the ministers and MPs who have destroyed the country. That is how I see it. They have been in politics for 70 years now and we still can't get power. People don't come here during power outages, so our business has reduced. We can't carry out our businesses these days. We have to pay our employees. We can't wait in the heat. We don't have business.
අපේ අවුරුදු ගැන නම් ආයේ කතා කරලා ඕනේ නැහැ. බිස්නස් එකක් කරගන්න තියා රෙදි කෑල්ලක් මහ ගන්නවත් ඒකවත් කරගන්න කරන්ට් එක නැහැ. දැන් මේ අවුරුද්දට රෙදි බාරගත්තේවත් නැහැ මහන්න. ඒකෙන් තමයි කීයක් හරි හම්බ කරගන්න තිබ්බේ. එළිය තමයි දාලා විකුණන්න වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කඩේ ඇස්සේ ලයිට් නැහැනේ. රෙදි වගේ දේවල්.
People need light to choose their clothing. They come here with their children and leave with nothing in hand. It's only during the season that we can get some decent business. When they cut power during this time, as well as those customers also don't show up. They sit in their AC rooms in Colombo and mind their own business. We are the ones who suffer. I am a chicken meat trader. We have not had power since morning. It is very hard for us to continue. We don't have power in our city, but there is power in the other city. I don't know who makes these decisions. The government must realize that the people are fed up. We would like to express our displeasure to the government. We would like to question as to what our country leaders have been doing for the past 70 years.
மின்சார இல்லாத காரணத்தினால் எங்களை வியாபாரம் படு வீழ்ச்சி அடைஞ்சுள்ளது. உதாரணமாக இப்போ சீசன் வியாபாரம் வேச வியாபாரம் இருக்குது மற்ற அங்கால அச்சேதி வியாபாரம் என்று இருக்குது. அப்போ அச்சேதி ஓடர்கள் தரைக்க டிசைனில் காட்டணும் மற்ற தர ஓடர்கள் எடுக்க எங்களுக்கு கட்டாயம் மின்சாரம் வேணும். மின்சாரம்
வருஷம் வர இருக்கிறதால மிகவும் நாங்கள் அதை கஷ்டத்தை எதிர்நோக்கி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். இந்த மின்வெட்டு என்பது 3 மாதங்களுக்கு முதலே இந்த அரசாங்கம் திட்டமிட்டு அதை சீர்படுத்தியிருக்கலாம் என்று நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
The blame game goes on as trade unions in the energy sector continue to point the finger at one another. Regardless of the statements made, however, it is the general public who are at the receiving end of the sufferings. We are at a time where the people of this country are in a struggle to make ends meet. And while they are thrown from the frying pan into the fire, just a few have their pockets full as a policy. This has to end. To the CEB engineers who accuse various factions, we pose the following question. 1,480 megawatt small solar applications in 2015. Dendro 80 megawatt non-conventional renewable energy. 150 megawatt mini hydro non-conventional renewable energy, 100 megawatt mini hydro power plant. Plans to add 1,015 megawatts to the system in 2017. Mana wind farm with a potential of 375 megawatts. The 90x1 megawatt solar tender. The new Uma Oya, Broadland and Murugakanda hydro power plants. Who was the cause for the delays in the constructions of these power plants and their expected targets not being reached? The country would not have been in darkness today if these had been implemented at the very least. For the sake of the people, the mafia of devouring commissions in the form of trade union actions has to be brought to an end. There have been instances in the world's history where such bold decisions were taken. On the 5th of August 1981, following the PATCO workers' refusal to return to work, US President Ronald Reagan fired the 11,345 striking air traffic controllers who had ignored the order and banned them from federal service for life. In 1984-85, UK Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher followed the same course of action against a trade union campaign launched by coal miners in a bid to protect her country's economy. The prime example in Asia is how Singapore's first ever Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew, took on a group of air traffic controllers on strike.
I can tell you that when I met the SIA pilots, I didn't meet them on TV. I met them face to face, 5 feet across the table, so they can see me and see whether I'm still vigorous, able to campaign and take them on. And I offered them 2 choices. Either you argue, you stop this intimidation, ruining his reputation, millions of dollars worth of advertisements and sales. I gave them a choice. Continue this and I will, by every means at my disposal, teach you and get the people of Singapore, help me teach you a lesson you won't forget. And I'm prepared to start all over again or stop it.
The people believe the time is upon the country to take similar measures against the energy mafia, which has today left the country in darkness for their own personal gain at the expense of the people's sufferings.
News from courts this evening. The Supreme Court today ordered the Northern Power Company Limited to pay compensation worth 20 million rupees for residents who were affected by the Chunnakam thermal power station in Jaffna. The Supreme Court ordered the company to pay a maximum of 40,000 rupees as compensation to each family.
National Water Supply and Drainage Board was ordered to supervise the handover of compensation. Northern Power Company Limited was ordered by court to continue operations of the power plant under the stipulated condition and in a manner that does not harm the environment. The order was issued by Justices Priyantha Jayawardena, Prasanna Jayawardena and LTB Deidenia after taking into consideration a petition filed by environmentalist Dr. Ravinda Karyawasam on behalf of the Centre of Environmental and Nature Studies. The petition filed in 2015 points out the oil and grease released by the power plant contaminates the water in wells located in local areas. On the 31st of January 2016, the Supreme Court, taking the petition into consideration, issued an interim injunction suspending the operations of the power plant. Former Chief Minister of the Northern Provincial Council, C.V. Vigneswaran, the NPC and the Attorney General, among others, were named as respondents in the case.